Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor.
Nothing. We can't imagine a universe anyway in its size, but somehow we give credibility to this universe, and that's perhaps a way to look at it. But I'd like to just to give us an inkling into the amazing place that we have in this universe. 3 different types of speed. Now, if I asked you a question, do you ever wonder how fast we might be moving through space, or do you take the view we're not moving through space? We're just on a stationary, static planet. What do you think?
I definitely don't do that much moving except when I'm driving. So
that's not the answer I wanted. But do you think we're moving through space or not?
Are we moving through space? Depends on what. It depends on in what context. Right. So the Earth is moving.
Right,
They say I've never seen anything move, unless when there's an earthquake. So yeah, the Earth is moving. So are we moving? I really don't know. It's very technical for me. This.
Well, let me enlighten you on this. First of all, as you say, the Earth is moving. It's spinning round on its axis, right? And to do one complete turn, one complete rotation takes 24 hours.
Right.
Okay. Now, the speed, any idea what speed that is rotating at? Bearing in mind, it feels like we're not moving at all, but we're obviously rotating at a certain speed. We know we are because we have day and night, we have dawn and sunset. So something's happening in our relationship with the sun. So we know we're moving, but any idea of the speed that it's rotating?
Right. Okay. I think I've got this one. Is it not 1 seconds?
What? What is 0.1 seconds? What do you mean?
Right. So that
I'm lost. I was expecting a sensible answer there. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Right. We're rotating at the equator. It's a bit different going up towards the North Pole and then the South Pole, but pretty close. The speed at the equator is 1,000 miles an hour. Now, that might seem hard to believe, but the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour. And we know that. We do know that. It takes 24 hours. So that means in 24 hours, at 1,000 miles an hour, the Earth would have spun the distance of 24,000 miles. Well, it's true. It's right. Because, in fact, the circumference of the Earth, that's all the way around the orb, the sphere, is about just under 25,000 miles. That's the circumference. So we're doing 1,000 miles an hour on our own axis. And again, we wouldn't, you think you might, if you leave home, you might have to take your hat off in case it gets whipped away from you at 1,000 miles an hour. But it doesn't seem to happen, does it? And it's because, I guess, of the size, the overall size. And just on that point, when you go in an aeroplane, and we talk about aeroplanes sometimes, when you start to take off, you hear down the runway, the speed gets faster and faster, and you're looking out the window, and then you realise you just lifted up, and very quickly, the higher you get, you suddenly look as if you're really slowing down. You think, this is a bit weird. How can we slow down? And by the time you get up to a cruising speed of 40,000 feet, you look out and you're barely moving. I mean, there's no great sensation of speed in a plane. If you're not looking out the windows, you don't really feel like you're moving at all. And even if you do look out, you may see some clouds. You may see, if it's clear, you might see the Earth a long, long way away. But there's no sense of speed because speed has to be sort of relative to be felt, if you like. And equally, when you come down to land, it feels quite slow when you're descending. And then as you get closer to the ground, as you're looking out the window, You get closer and closer, and you seem to be speeding up faster and faster and faster, which of course you're not. But the relativity of the ground, the closeness of it, you suddenly realize how fast the plane has been going. And when you're up in a plane, cruising speed, which is 500 to 600 miles an hour, if you see a plane, as you sometimes do, going in the opposite direction, it's like just like that, and you think, my God, that's when any of us go in an aeroplane, that's us. We're just like that. You wouldn't think. I mean, in years, a couple of hundred years ago, before a car was invented, it was suggested if you went as fast as 30 miles an hour, it could wreck the body and you could die. So they didn't have a clue on that. So anyway, it's all relative. But yeah, that the Earth is spinning that fast, even though we have no great perception of that. And it takes one day to do that. Now, of course, the second type of speed to think about is our...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.